ranking every single one of my consoles game boxes. Now in this video, I'll only be ranking the boxes for the consoles I own. That means Genesis, PS1, 3DS, GameCube, PS3, Switch, Wii, and Xbox One. That means I won't be including DS, PS4, PSP, Xbox 360, Wii U, and Virtual Boy. I also won't be including any cartridge-based consoles that I don't own the original boxes for. Now with that out of the way, let's get into the ranking. And last is the PS3. I hate this thing. It looks so boring and dumb. The original one was better, but they randomly decided to flip the Monopoly board and change the whole thing. And now my PS3 collection looks like the unwashed face of a teenager. These red dots are evil! And the games that allowed you to use motion control glow sticks slapped a huge bubble on the front. And even messed with the spine. Once you bring the spine into this, there's no going back. I hate you. 7th goes to the 3DS. I hate squares. But this case is pretty good. It keeps pretty good consistency, but we can't have nice things. The Zit returns. And why is this on the right? This case is just forgettable. And 6th is the PS1. I actually quite like these. They're great with consistency, but we don't talk about the long boxes or the... I shudder at the thought of a PS1 greatest hits case. I'd show you one in my collection, but I refuse to ever purchase one. If I ever possess one of these freakish Demogorgons, I have just the spot for it. The trash. The case looks cool, but it's just a jewel case. They're as fragile as glass packages, but that doesn't stop the FedEx drivers from chucking it. I broke it. And 5th is the Sega Genesis. Now, I hate inconsistency, and I know that the Genesis boxes are a definition of inconsistency, but that's fine by me. I don't like the PS3 because it's pretty consistent, and then... But with the Genesis, they're all unique in their own way. Like how Sonic kept the Genesis logo how God intended, but Joe Montana wanted it the size of the cartridge. Sega randomly switched to cardboard because money. And I hate how it's now fragile and constantly crumbling like a gambler's mental health. But even if it sucks, it looks dope. This box looks so cool to me. Everything about it feels so retro, and by now you have to know I love retro stuff. Even though Shaq Fu's disgusting barcode has launched my villain arc, I'm still giving the Genesis the place it deserves. In 4th place is the Switch. I never talk about this little guy, but that's because I'm from the 1800s and little bro is way too technological for me to understand. The boxes are consistent. Nay, very consistent. I understand Bomberman committed a felony, but I don't own it, so I'm chilling. However, I may say these are too consistent. Like I actually have to read the cases. But when I look at the GameCube cases, my illiteracy doesn't get in the way of my enjoyment because I can differentiate them by their pretty colors. But the Switch has no colors, it's all bloody. How am I supposed to tell my Luigi from my flaming garbage? And what is this thing? This isn't the brick I'm used to, this isn't the car door handle or my crescent. They didn't fill it in. They just shoved a box in the corner and left. I hate boxes, what is that? 3rd place award goes to Xbox One. I won't be counting the Xbox Series X ones due to some differences. Now, hear me out. These are perfect. They're unique, they're nice looking with their green and gray, and they're very consistent. But they're so fragile! My second Destiny case is damaged! These are built to last, but I can't even hit these with a hammer! Also, I have resentment against Xbox since my darling died. And 2nd place goes to the GameCube. Would you look at that? This is perfect! It's consistent, but each game has its own unique spine. This little crescent is attractive. And I love cubes! I finally found it! I found the perfect box! Nothing could go wrong now! But there is a dark side. Or should I say, a bright side? A bright yellow side. Ah! Nintendo just had to ruin it. I've seen platinum hits, greatest hits, but this hits like a belt to the rear, painfully. It's biting me. Everything was perfect until these things came around. I hate everything about them. I found GameCube games I've been looking for months at $20 cheaper. But once I spot Ye Banana Banner, I smash it with a hammer. Sure, I've been banned from a couple of Rick's devious game stores, but it's all worth it to purge the minions. Anyway, I'm still giving the GameCube a good place, but not first because it struck gold, then turned gold. And the best game box is the Wii's. This one is very consistent. Now there is this little rebel, but New Super Mario Bros. Wii is a good game, so it deserves a special case. Unlike somebody, the Biggs is an okay game at best. It does not deserve its black case. It is not Chicken Run level stuff. But aside from this monstrosity, the Wii case is pretty good. I like this thing. It reminds me of a car door handle. Not gonna evaluate on that. Probably my favorite cover thingy. They put it at the top instead of the left, or God forbid the right. The Wii definitely got a whole lot right. So what have we learned here? I'm an angry person and McDonald's was the best box all along. Ooh, Luigi?